Nice job. Is this gonna work, Cadence?
Hopefully.
Are they gonna come and bring us mulch?
Come on!
I'm out here at the edge of our property right next to the road, and I'm about to set up these markers as well as a sign. And what this is for is we're really hoping that we get a large delivery of wood chips or mulch very soon. We have been planning on doing a Back to Eden garden, and if you're not familiar with Back to Eden gardens, you should really check it out. It's just an amazing way to think about growing food and doing it naturally the way that God intended things to grow, and kind of mimicking a forest environment. So that all starts, like, the most important ingredient is wood chips. And we really need to get a delivery here soon so that it can have some time to break down over winter. And since it's already the beginning of November, we're really pushing it here. A lot of tree companies, after they cut people's trees, they chip all the branches down, and usually they have to pay to go dump them somewhere. So we thought it'd be fairly easy to get a hold of some tree companies and say, hey, you could dump your wood chips here for free. But after calling for a couple of weeks, we've turned up with nothing. A lot of times too, landfills, or if you go to the dump, they'll have a large pile of mulch and you can buy it for a fairly reasonable price. Well, our landfill doesn't do that. They just burn it all. So I finally got a hold of a tree company that said, oh yeah, we'll have no problem delivering you some wood chips. We work out in your area all the time. That was over a week ago, and so far nothing. So we're hoping maybe now that we have a sign up and a little marked out area that maybe it'll make something happen. Actually today when we were driving and picking up some lumber, we were driving parallel with a railroad track, and right next to us on the railroad track was a train with, I don't even know, maybe 5 or 6 cars full of wood chips. And it was almost like it was taunting us, saying, look at all these wood chips. And we just need a little bit to get our garden started. So we're really hoping that some of these tree companies will come and deliver some wood chips here. I'm setting up the signpost so that they know where to come and dump it. And we are just eagerly waiting to see what happens. Kids are making fun of it. It was like those dogs at the dog show. So a couple days ago, I made the rounds and called all the tree companies in the area again. And I asked them, or kind of begged them, please come bring us some wood chips. We need to get some wood chips down. And I got a hold of one person that said, oh yeah, we'll bring you some. So we're paying them to bring a big, I'm hoping it's big, a dump truck full this morning. So they should be here pretty soon. And we have our little spot marked out that we put there the other day. So we're pretty excited. That means that we can get some wood chips spread down on the ground this week and start prepping the ground and the soil for our garden in the springtime. So we're very excited. We got our first load of wood chips. So I'm coming to you now from our pile of wood chips. We had 2 dump trucks dump wood chips for us today, and we are beyond thankful and excited to have this. This is all pieces of the whole tree, leaves, bark, sticks, everything is included in here. And this all different sizes, which is very important. This is very different from something that you might buy at the like Lowe's or Home Depot that's in a bag that's been uniformly chopped and dyed. This is just natural chopped up tree. And this, as it breaks down, will add excellent nutrients to our soil. It also will serve as a barrier for us. We are planning on putting this down on top of grass that might be, you know, not really growing that much right now anyway, since it is getting towards the end of fall. But we're going to put this down on top of the grass. And what that's going to do is it's going to suffocate the grass, it's going to kill the grass, and it's going to prevent anything from growing up through it. We're planning on putting it down pretty thick, about 10 to 12 inches thick. So that should really provide a really good barrier from anything that's currently on the ground that we don't want growing, and keep it suppressed so that come springtime, this will have started to create a really nice nutrient-dense soil that will be prepped for our new spring plants, our fruits and our vegetables that we'll be planting in the springtime. And we shouldn't have too much of a problem with weeds. Now, this method of gardening is called Back to Eden gardening. And if this sounds interesting to you, then I really highly recommend you go do some research and look at it and see if it might be something that you could do too. We're very excited about trying this out. This is our first time we've tried this. At our last house, when we planted a garden, we did it the more, I don't know, traditional way maybe. We tilled the ground, we put down weed barrier, and our garden did okay, but it didn't really thrive like we knew it should have. And I think that this is going to be the answer for us, and we're really excited to see how it turns out. So the first step is going to be taking all these beautiful, wonderful, and they smell so good too, wood chips, and laying them down on the ground. We don't have a tractor yet, so we're just going to use our wheelbarrows and some pitchforks, but it's a beautiful day here and we're about to get started. So on our property, we actually have a full-size basketball court, which is pretty awesome. We don't know if we're going to restore it to be a sporting thing like a basketball court, or my husband and I love playing pickleball, which is kind of like tennis. So we don't know if we're going to restore it to be something like that, or if we're just going to turn it into a huge, ginormous greenhouse. So we have to kind of ponder on that a little bit. But to the right of it over here is going to be our footprint for our garden, which is where we're going to be spreading out our mulch right now. And it's pretty flat, which is nice. It'll be easy to walk through and work on it. We're also going to be ordering some apple trees and some pear trees to get in the ground here in the fall. And come springtime, we will be ordering some more trees. But just to get us a good start here on our little homestead on our first fall here. It's about a month after we got the 2 dump truck loads of wood chips, and I have almost all of it laid down. I've been just working with the wheelbarrow and trying to chip away at the piles, but we have quite a bit of ground covered, and the kids have been helping put the leaves on top to add some extra nutrients as those break down. So I'm going to continue to, it's going to be raining this week, but I just thought I'd show you that we have quite a bit down, and this is a really good start for the footprint where we want our garden to go. So I'm gonna continue to spread more wood chips down as I find time and on sunny days, but at least we got some wood chips down on the ground. As it rains and as this is exposed to the weather, these wood chips are going to break down. You can already tell when I was pitchforking them that they have little fungi and different things that are working already to break these down, and that will make it available for the plants that we'll be planting here in the springtime. So just wanted to show you, ta-da! We have wood chips for our Back to Eden garden. Thank you for watching this video from Honey Acres Homestead. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button. See you next time.